Well, hello there, scrapbooking friends. It's Barbara from Scrapbooking with Barbara, and I am excited to show you the latest album that I completed. This is an album that I made using photos from our one-week vacation down in Matunic, Rhode Island in July of this year. And I decided to finally do a Fast to Fabulous album for myself. I have used Fast to Fabulous pages in the past to do gifts for people, but I'd really never done one for myself. And I had taken so many good pictures, I really didn't want to just cram them all into our annual family album, so I decided to break them out. And it was a really good experience. One of the great things about the Fast to Fab albums and refill pages is that they are not pre-printing mats for your photos on the pages anymore, and that is just so so wonderful because you don't have to spend time trying to figure out, if you don't have your pictures in the right orientation, how to cover. I mean, it worked before, but now you don't even have to think about that, which is a huge time saver. So anyway, we can get started. I believe this was one of the albums that you could get for free, one of the gift with purchases albums from last year. I just thought it worked really well with a beach theme for this vacation. And I ended up using the Spring Medley Fast to Fabulous pages because our current beach offering for Fast to Fab really just didn't capture the New England coastline. It was just too tropical, and you know, the New England coastline just really doesn't have those bright colors and tropical plants and that sort of thing. So I did use the Spring Medley because, as you're going to see, there's a lot of blue and there's a lot of light green and there's a lot of beige and browns, and it actually worked. There are some pages that look like they're literally supposed to be beach pages. But anyway, I also used a lot of my leftover stickers and some journaling boxes and even some papers from the Maritime paper set, which was, I think, 2, if not 3 beach releases ago. So we're talking about 3 years ago. But again, Maritime was more New England beach themed, so that really lended itself to this album. So here we go. Page 1. Here's my title page. And I wanted to highlight the view that's sort of the most reminiscent of the cottage that we rent each year. This was our 3rd year renting down in Rhode Island. And you can see here I put to good use the newer Seashells border punch, which I used on the pages as a border. And you know, these little journaling areas are already pre-printed. And pretty much all I did as I went through the album was I chose to mat a lot of the photos. And with the sort of magic trick that I showed in one of my past videos, you can create a whole bunch of mats all at once and they're ready to go for when you want to put them behind your pictures. So these were pages that I chose to really not map because this contrasting background kind of did the job for me. And here's a pre-printed page in terms of the borders, but then I added our new Infinity Border Maker cartridge borders to just sort of pull out the border a little bit more. This was cut from one of the Maritime journaling sets, or I should say variety mat sets. This is a really easy technique. If you have been using our jumbo circle cutter, maybe you cut a ring out but you have the center portion left over, just simply cut it in half and put it on either sides of a double page layout. It works really well. And again, these pages, the pre-printed pages, I mean, it looks almost like, you know, ocean and, you know, land and sky. The Spring Medley really worked well here. So these were some pictures of Trustham Pond Wildlife Refuge. We went on a nature hike on a very, very hot day. there was hardly anybody there, but people who were there, we had our masks and they had their masks, and so whenever you'd meet somebody on the trail, you would just put your mask on and say hello. But it was a really nice hike, cool place to do some bird watching. And here I used the wave punch, our new wave punch. And this was, I believe, this was a gift with purchase also. You could choose between either this one or the palm tree one, and I chose the wave one just because it seems to be so versatile. I even used the cutouts from it just to do this little embellishment in the corner. And this was the Black Point Trailhead, which is in Narragansett. We were looking for tidal pools. I'm not sure if we timed it the best time of the day to do that, but it was really neat to walk around. They did more walking around than I did. I don't have good luck with uneven surfaces these days with my foot and my hip issues, so they took off and I just sat and looked at the water and enjoyed taking pictures of them. And here's some photos of Kirk finally deciding that somebody in our group had to go swimming, so on the beach they were at, high tide is the time to go. So there he is. And again, these are all pre-printed so that you almost have these natural, you do have these natural borders on either side of your layouts. Now, in this particular one, I wanted to break it up because these pictures aren't really, they don't have anything to do with the pictures on this page. So I just added my own border to kind of break that and, you know, added some corresponding colored mats so that it would pull that in. So you're sort of thinking, oh yeah, this is all together and this is a little bit different. So it's an easy way. You don't have to do like double page layouts just because the pages are sort of designed to do that. So these were just some close-up shots that I took of the wild roses, the beach plum roses that were growing all around our cottage. Here's the little bunny. I don't know if you can see him, but he's very cute. There's always bunnies in the yard. Every year we've gone down there. And just some really simple pages because I really wanted the focus to be on the photos, the sky, the birds, and some selfies because if you're anything like me, you tend to be the person taking the pictures, not being in the pictures. So I'm trying to be better about that and put some pictures of myself, even if I'm the one that has to take them. So this is another reason why I wanted to show off this album, and that is to show you the custom design refill pages that you can do right now on Creative Memories website. And they had a special. You could do 2 pages, 4 sides for $15 to try it out and kind of, you know, check it out, see what you thought. And it was supposed to end at the end of September, but they've extended this offer through October 29th at 1 o'clock our time. So you actually, to do this, you actually go onto my website and you'll see there's a tag on the top of the menu bar, and it's like custom, you know, design custom products. And you just click on that, and then you would click on the refill pages. And so they have, you know, you can choose the special doing the 2 pages. And what was really wonderful was that they have themes already there. You can design it from top to bottom, but I wanted to do something fairly quick. And so one of the themes they had was the spring medley pages and the theme, the background. So I was able to sort of seamlessly move into these printed pages from the website. And they sort of go into the album perfectly because they match all the colors really nicely. So these are pictures where, so you upload the pictures to the website, and then there are templates that you can choose from, and you just click the pictures into the different slots. You can add, these were embellishments. I probably could have made them a little smaller because the ones that are real embellishments, like, you know, sticker embellishments, are smaller in scale. That is one hard thing to get used to, is that when you're looking at your computer screen, you don't have a sense of like how big everything is going to be, because they are going to be 12 by 12. So anyway, so there's this page, and then 2 pages in the center, and then the back of the second page. So I really felt like they were really relatively easy to do. It's a fun little project. The $15 isn't a huge commitment. When this special is not going on, you do have to commit to doing an entire album if you're going to do pre-printed pages. So it is a nice time to try it out with the requirement of only having to do 2 pages. The other thing that I think is really nice is the fact that once you put a page protector on the pages, it really does, they look very similar. And I think, again, they really blend very nicely with the rest of the album that's done in a traditional style. So those are the custom refill pages. Everything is printed directly on a regular refill page. So you've got the jeeping, you've got the staples, so it's going to fit into your album without any problems. So to finish up, we had a few more beachcombing pictures. Lots of seaweed on our beach. That's probably one of the only negatives of this cottage that we stay at. Lots of seaweed. So we've made a note to ourselves to for next summer, should we be able to go down there again, to bring our own rake. At least if we brought our own, we know we have it. I can also let the owner know that could be a help. And we had an absolutely beautiful sunset the last night we were there. So anyway, that is the first album that I've done for myself with the Fast2Fab pre-printed pages, since they have not been pre-printing the mats on them, and I would definitely recommend them. If you have a particular project, this was really great for this vacation because it has a start and a finish. I think it's a little bit more difficult to use the Fast2Fab pages if you're going to try to do an entire year of an annual family album. It's just it's a little tougher because, I mean, you can always wallpaper over anything because the Fast2Fab pre-printed refill pages cost the exact same amount as our just regular white Spargo black natural pages. But I don't know, I kind of, I like to have more flexibility with my annual album. But I think with something like this, if you're going to give a gift, if it's going to be an album of a particular event, it really makes things move along very nicely because you've already decided on sort of a color theme, and if you stay within that color theme, your embellishments and your borders can all kind of just blend right in, and it's not as much decision making as with regular, build it from scratch pages. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little peek at our summer vacation from this past summer, and we'll consider thinking about maybe jumping on the website and designing a few pages while this special is going on. And if you have any questions, I will do my best to help you get through it. So hope you're doing well. Hope everything is great in your side of the woods, and take care.